What is up, guys? Welcome to Truth and Transparency. How are we feeling tonight? I'll be dropping the link. Let's hear from you. Let's get it going.
We want to do that. Keep the party contained inside.
Again, guys, welcome to the Transparency. Let's see, this weekend. When was it? Friday night? Oh, I put out a video and it went over the new body cam of you guys, students are pissing on the 1122 King House. That's just what's happening. So again, welcome in. There's actually also a trespassing video that getting my hands on, getting the report. It's just wild in Moscow, man. Wow. Again, hello to everybody. Hello, 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 hello. I've been resting my voice. So welcome. Anybody that became a member there. Hello, Tara there. Is it Tara or Tara? Again, everybody, hello, 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 hello. Hit them all, hit them all. So school just got underway. Things have been crazy. Yeah, there is security. There definitely is security. Lana, your voice sounds better. I'm trying. I'm just drinking straight Jack and Jim and kidding. I ordered myself some ice cream. I want to have my cake and eat it too tonight. So yeah, but I played a video or three, and these are all new cops, guys. These are all new cops in Moscow. Like, where are the veterans? I don't know. I can't find any. We'll try to look up some reports with, oh my God, Blaker and who else? Payne. I mean, I haven't seen Payne around the town, and I couldn't tell you how long. So I don't know. Maybe they're all in like a townhouse together, you know, going over their testimony while they're watching Truth and Transparency. I don't know. Hope you're feeling better. You do sound better. Thank you. You're an amazing investigator. I appreciate that. Thank you. So.
Yeah. So, okay, what's the best way? Because I know they're doing stuff here and people might be kind of in the street. What's the best way for us to make sure that we don't get kind of in trouble for that? Just like
keep your people.
I mean, keep your people. Keep your people. I mean, I don't know if these kids are just like assholes trying to be funny with the cops, but like, what are we supposed to do? Like, what do you mean? What are you supposed to do? Like, you're at your house, you're being quiet. What do you mean if all these people are doing other things? Like, you're not part of them. Like, do y'all cohabitate? Like, come on now. I don't know what's going on here, but I don't know what's with the guys in Moscow that go to college there. They just think they could talk themselves in and out of anything.
Inside, don't be out in the street.
Don't have any people out here, pretty much.
I mean, technically, everybody who has an alcoholic beverage in streets and open container, it's a misdemeanor.
Okay.
Right? So.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Can I get my wallet? Yeah.
And then nobody ever has their wallet on them. I mean, ladies in Moscow, like, do you guys pay for your own dates? Does your boyfriends never bring their wallets with them? Are the girls and their daddies and their mommies always paying for these boys that never carry their wallets with them? I mean, it's just, woo. Where do you keep your wallet? Like, isn't it just like in your back pocket? Like, what guy in college just keeps his wallet like in his room while having a party? So that everybody can just go in there and take. Come on. That just blows my mind. You know, that's like girls, like, you think girls are just leaving their purses all over? Whatever.
Dude, I'm seeing you everywhere, bro.
Me?
Yeah.
Talking to me?
Did I talk to you last night too?
We did talk to you.
Yeah.
So we don't live here.
You can just tell people like, I don't have my wallet, I don't have my idea. It's not like they're frisking them. So for all we know, he has his wallet on him. You know. Let's take a look at this though.
10 guys in here. That's it. He's like, all that stuff outside, we're not associated with that.
Now you can see all this garbage that's going on around. It's because everybody did. They moved in. They're moving in like their TVs and stuff like that. So all of this like garbage is out because they're just moving in.
Let's have a good night. Just try and keep it quiet first, okay?
Cool. Yep. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
You should have seen when we got here.
Just tell them to turn the music down.
Right there, that is the first image I've ever seen of Black people on any body cam. But right there are Black. I think they're athletes. I think one kid's in a boot, but they're there at the house. They don't know anybody. They don't know who lives there. They're just, chilling out on the, in the driveway. Just like 4 or 5 Black guys. And they're like, we're going to just be right here. But that is our first sighting of actually Black people in Moscow, Idaho, for any body cam. So.
Down a little bit.
Yeah, and at least get the doors and stuff closed so it's not echoing out here and stuff.
Right there, that last kid, looks like he has a boot on. Not sure.
I don't know what the address here is at this one.
I have no idea.
It doesn't have a posted on it.
Yeah. We'll shut the doors and turn down. All right, appreciate it.
So you can see, okay, I want you guys to take a look at that right there. Look beyond where the cop is. And you're going to be able to see that there's that other house, that's like right there.
Yeah, and at least get the doors and stuff closed so it's not echoing out here and stuff.
I don't know what the address here is at this one.
I have no idea.
It doesn't have a posted on it.
Yeah.
See those lights, like right there. That's part of the house.
We'll shut the doors and turn down. All right, appreciate it.
See them right there? Kids coming in and out of that. That's the house that I believe has the that's like super close to the 1122 King house. As you can see, just past that officer there to the right.
Hey, it's good. You gotta take them inside.
Now look at all these people just walking around. And so it just goes back to like what Officer Payne was writing in his PCA. Like he's like, oh, it's such a quiet area, and like there's hardly any cars coming in and any cars going. But what about the people? Also, like that street light is always on right there. Right there. That one. That street light. So, I mean, that's the way that allegedly Brian Koberger went, wherever this car went. You're going right past that light.
A month or something like that, and
Probably from the white.
but as far as for you, as far as how many noise complaints you get, basically the way that we generally operate is we'll come and we'll warn the first time, and then if we get multiple reports within
within a night or within
yeah,
like a
especially
certain
within
amount
a
of
night.
time.
But if
Yeah,
it's like
okay.
if we're in here a couple of days, you're probably going to get it. But if it's like you got one a month.
I want to give you guys a different angle. Let's go with this.
Do you guys know who the primary residents or tenants of this house are?
I'll get them for you.
Perfect.
Right there, that's one of the dudes from last year. Right there.
How's it going, guys? Do you guys know who the primary residents or tenants of this house are?
I'll get them for you.
Perfect, thank you.
See how bright that light is over there, that street light? It's a bright ass street light. That street light was there last year. Okay. Now right here, guy with the hat on and this new stash that he's got going on. He's a veteran. He's been around. Welcome.
And then if we do have to come back for multiple noise complaints, again, we probably will start IDing everyone here, make sure they're over 21.
Yeah.
Now, what this guy over here to the right is about to talk to him about, that he was basically a realtor. He's like, I was doing real estate.
We don't get kind of in trouble for that because, like, obviously,
Yeah.
Is that the big
just
thing?
don't
Just
have
not
any people out
having
here
anyone in the
pretty
street?
much.
I
And
mean, technically, everybody who has an alcoholic beverage in the streets and open container, it's a misdemeanor.
I mean, you want to know what I want someone to do? Please, if you're out there watching, the next time the police come, can you please just say, hey, I want to give a shout out to Truth and Transparency. I'm sure I want to be live on her channel. And I just want to say what's up to the Transparency because you guys are recording me right now. If that can happen, I will purchase pizzas to be sent out, delivered. I will DoorDash this house pizzas. But on your next, noise complaint, and you get the body cam on you, can you just say, like, I just want to give a shout out to the Transparency. I know that she's going to, like, look into this, and I just want to say, like, what's up? And I will send you guys pizzas. I will buy your whole house pizzas. So make it happen.
Okay.
then you got your ID on you, bud.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Can I go get my wallet?
Yeah, go for it.
Dude, I'm seeing you everywhere, bro.
Me?
Yeah.
Talking to me?
Did I talk to you last night?
Yeah, we did talk to you guys.
Yep.
So we don't live here.
We
Our
were
friends
about to
live here.
leave, like, honestly.
Yeah, there we are.
We're, like,
It's a dying party, man. It's not even that
And,
fun.
like, no, like,
They're like, okay, then they're just ragging on this party. They're like, we're about to leave because this party sucks. Like, oh man.
literally, like, no one's, like, we have, like, probably, like, 10 people inside right
Yeah,
now.
there's really no one
So,
inside.
like,
but
everyone already, like, is gone.
There was,
so.
like,
There's like nobody inside. Like we're not the ones over here. That's because everybody went like running. You know what the thing to do though is they're not going in homes, guys. So like the last thing you want to do, if you are watching this and you are underage, stay in the house. Stay in the house. Period. Because they ain't coming in the homes. All right. So if you are underage and the cops come, you need to stay in the house. You need to get in the house. Just stay in the house. What Moscow is doing with this task force is that it is all underage and you're out walking around. They flat out told you, you want to drink, do it in the house. Come on, y'all. Stay in the house. Get blasted. High as kites. Do your thing. Cops come, get in the house. Y'all want to run and be out in the wilderness over here in Moscow, and all they're going to do is cite you in the band field for $400, $500. Stay in the house, party all night.
50 people and they boned out. Right over there's about to get knocked
Yeah, no,
I think
a lot
most
of people
everyone seems to go over there. But
Yeah.
at the same time, we really do appreciate you guys like handling this the way you guys do handle it. Like,
Yeah,
it's been
absolutely.
really nice, and you guys have been perfect about it. So
Well,
thank
you know, we were young once too.
you. I know.
I still am.
Yeah, of course.
Either of you guys go to UI?
No. Moscow 83, I got one to run and
I'm
attach.
from Cali originally, so.
Okay. You grew up there? Where at?
Familiar with Cali?
Kind of.
I'm from like just north of the LA area.
Last name
Okay.
McCarthy, Mary Charles, Adam
Orange
Robert
County or
Tom,
no?
Henry Ewing, first
Out of Orange
Aiden,
County?
Yeah.
Adam Ida David, Edward Nora, middle A, Adam David.
Told you guys to order some ice cream here. Look at that. Oh, they're typing up his government name, probably. Oh, they did a horrible job blurring it there. We'll take care of it.
like that, and it's not that big a deal. But a lot of it also depends on what the reporting party wants to have done. So
Yeah, exactly.
if it's the same person that's calling every time and they want to sign a citation against you, potentially you could get a citation for disturbing the peace, which is a misdemeanor. So you don't want to have that happen. So.
And also, we get complaints from like up on the hill quite frequently.
The biggest thing is like
'Cause they can all-
are kind of more
Yeah, and they're like residential
houses, right? And so the noise just
Yeah.
so. We're pretty chill about it usually, but if we got to keep coming back, then at some point in time we got to kind of appease the other people in the community too. So
I feel like this might also be like a unique time.
oh, it is.
But
Yeah, this is kind of a training period for us as far as with everybody that's new that's coming in that hasn't lived here before or anything like that. It's like we're kind of like showing them the ropes of like what to expect.
I'm really not going to try and have this happen again unless I have like a city permit where like they have like the
What is this kid talking about? You know, I have no idea what this kid's talking about right now. Unless he can get a city permit, and this is not going to happen. Buddy, you can't control people. I hate to break it to you, but you just can't. So, why did you ever move there? Just got myself a little ice cream. I didn't get it for myself. JLR sent me a DoorDash. He said, Lana, why don't you eat them alive like I do? I said, okay, come on in. I don't know what this man's talking about. I don't know why he's even talking. He's talking about getting some permits. And God bless him. God bless him.
like the barricades across the road, and it's like from like 2 o'clock to like 7 o'clock, like during the day on Parents' Weekend. But
And a good rule of thumb is if you're in your house and the doors are closed and your music's not like blasting loud, you're probably not going to get any complaints. And additionally, we know
like they're like teaching him. You guys, they were teaching you guys. Listen, y'all, stay in the house, get high, get drunk. Just don't be out here doing it. Don't go home, have orgies. We ain't coming in your home. You guys are going to be fine.
that there's probably a lot of people who are just here that all bolted who are underage.
Yeah.
And so.
Exactly. But guess what? They didn't go after your task force sucks. Yeah, you guys probably had a bunch of underage people. It's like, I'd have been like, no. You think I hang out with like 19-year-olds? I'm 21, buddy. But I always said, hey, what is the rule? 21 to party, 18 to sleep over. You know? No reports ever.
That probably won't be seen inside of a house for those people. But if they're outside, they're going to get a ticket probably.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, definitely. All right, well, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, have a good one.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Do we need to go up and chat with them?
Yeah, I'm up there.
Hello.
Look at hello. Look at me. Hello.
What's up, man?
What is on that porch? Let's see what they got on that porch. Let's take a look. Let's see.
What's up, man?
What is that? What a shithole. Look at this. He's like taking his skinny ass. And then this guy. You know, I thought they were coolers too, but they're not. They're boxes. I think it's like
Do you live here?
My roommate does.
Wait, this is the best comment. My roommate does. Well, then you live here. Do you live here? My roommate does. Shut the fuck up. You guys, I could do reenactments all day on these kids. It's like, motherfucker, if he's your roommate, then y'all live together. That's like saying a t-shirt where it says, I'm not gay, but my boyfriend is. I mean, I can't. So when I first saw this is why I said, guys, I want to do my reenactment of this, or not reenactment, but a reaction video to this, because I was like, what the hell is this guy talking about? His roommate. Look at that kid. That kid jumps off the kid behind him. Oh, God. Like, take a look. Take a look. Look, watch the kid in the back here. Here are the cops. Watch him. Watch him.
What's up, man?
Sorry. Oh, shit. He's like, oh my God, cops. He's like, he just jumped over the balcony. Motherfucker just sprained his ankle, probably broke it. His parents were like, what the hell happened to you? Oh, God, I don't know. I was playing basketball. No, I saw you on Truth and Transparency. I'm sorry, but you didn't break. You were playing basketball. I saw you on Truth and Transparency. You jumped off a balcony. Okay. Here he is, my boy of the night, right here.
Do you live here?
My roommate does.
Okay.
Or not my roommate, my pledge brother does.
Get someone who lives here.
My pledge brother does. My bad. We pile drive, but we're all good over here. Just a bunch of idiots. I can't make this shit up.
Please. Thank you.
I don't know if he's still here. He went to the bar, but...
Okay. Someone who's responsible for the building.
If he went to the bar...
Just him lives here?
Well, they kind of...
That house fits 6 bedrooms. He's like, oh, he just lives here? Well... And these cops, like, y'all are just getting played. But you know, if they were black, they'd be like throwing a motherfucker up against the wall. If it was the black kids, oh my God.
So one of them's at a bachelor party, and one...
Who is getting married at 20? You know, one's at a bachelor party.
One's at his girlfriend's house.
One's at his girlfriend's house. They're like, fuck her own party. These people suck. I just can't. This is insane. You know, now I see why some of them become cops. They dumb. I'm kidding, brother. I don't even know. You're just probably drunk and high. It's all good.
And then the one that was here that threw the party went to the bar because he had to get...
So the one that threw the party, he went to the bar because he works at the bar. His roommate and his girlfriend, you know, they're just not even there. They're at her house, just like, I don't know, making babies. And who else we have? The other one's at a bachelor party. So we got three people. This house fits way more than 3 people.
Work and just are letting us party here.
They're just letting us party. They're just letting us party here. Oh, and then if they're not here and y'all need to go, you know, like, what the heck? Can you imagine if someone went out to the burbs and this happened? Like, someone was throwing a party and everyone was like, well, no, it's my friend's house, but they're not here. Like, the cops would never just be like, oh, keep it down, we're gonna peace out. Like, they would be like, you're trespassing. And I went to Cincinnati, like, Chelsea, we had wild parties, like, but we didn't have this shit. Maybe it's because, like, people didn't call, like, noise complaints on us. I don't know. This is just, we've never, this is just wild to me.
Okay, so it's way too loud, right? Music's loud. People are outside. We're getting noise complaints. So you guys got to keep.
Well, that's the thing, is that this, was this a noise complaint, or was it because someone trespassed and pissed all over the 1122 King house? So which was it? Because I know that, was this that you got called for a noise complaint, or like how did it roll out? Because listen to them on their phones, and when they're talking to each other, like, we're going to call this in now. Like, they're calling in their own noise complaints.
Down, okay?
I'll call my buddy that's working right now and tell him that,
Okay, how I typically work it, first time's a freebie, right? Next time
He told him, he just hand signaled something to him. Check this out.
And the one that was here that threw the party went to the bar because he had to go to work and just are letting us party here.
Okay, so it's way too loud, right? Music's loud. People are outside. We're getting noise complaints. So you guys got to keep it down, okay?
I'll call my buddy that's working right now and tell him that,
Okay, how I typically work it.
He just mouthed it to him. Do you see how he's just like, yeah. Like, dude was just like, stop. Just, like, why do you think that guy just said, yeah, like mouthed him something so that he would just shut the fuck up?
First time's a freebie, right? Next time I have to come back, I'm going to start issuing citation. I'm going to check everybody's ID and make sure everybody's 21.
Really, because I've never seen that once happen. And you guys have come back, and I've never seen that once, y'all checking people's IDs. So I can't wait to see that on a video. Okay? And remember, these are new cops here. These cops that I have this video from, never seen one of their names on anything. Like, the one guy looks like he's 12, and he's about 5'5".
That's right. So
if they're not 21, they're going to get a citation.
Tell them, if you guys want to keep the party here, doors need to be shut, windows need to be shut, music needs to be down.
Air needs to be on.
So is the music level fine? It's just like the doors being
Everybody was out here, and I could hear you guys from the intersection down there, which means they can all hear you up there, right? And that's all residential.
And they're calling about it and stuff?
Just telling you, yeah, we're getting noise complaints, so.
Okay.
All right,
I will
is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair. Thank you so much.
Yep, have a good one, man.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Y'all, good night.
Now watch, they just laugh at him. They're laughing.
You have no power here.
You guys are all back outside, but wait till you can
I'm just fucking idiots. They just did a 3-point turn. We got 3-point turns going on left and right down here. That's because there's nowhere to park. 3-point turn? Nope, I'm out of here. Oh my god, cop, I'm out. Okay. So, again, this is, officers that I've never even seen before. And then who's this? We got, I think we got this guy. Take a look. Yeah, this is the.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so now me looking at this from like the night of November 12th and 13th. Check this out. He gets out.
That's true. Hey, let's go. Keep it down, guys.
Sorry,
that's why we're here.
Our old teammate, he literally transferred. We haven't seen him in.
Okay, again, first white people I've ever seen. Very respectful though.
Yeah, just try to keep it down a little bit because that's why we're here. People are calling by the noise.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
See you good?
Yeah, everything good. We're just kind of quieter down a little bit.
Okay, see, these cars are like ass, you know.
Okay, thanks.
But that light is always on there. So I'm curious. They never pull up to where they're going to be going. So on this unresponsive person, did they park on Taylor and walk up? Is that how they handled that? Because they're never pulling, they're always walking from like Taylor.
Hey guys.
How you doing?
Good. How are we doing?
Good.
Yeah, it's over here to the right. That's all the trash that they did for all that. But now I'm gonna fast forward so you can see there's tons of white trucks all over. But take a look at this. See, like, look at all these people. Just like this is like this little area, this little nook across from like the campus where all the fraternities are. Because that's campus, you can't kind of like do certain things, especially if you're in the sororities. But like over in this area, like this little section of housing, this is like an extension of Greek Row. This is where this is at. And so if like you're living over here, it's like it is Partyville. It's Party Central. Like this is. Look at the mounds of people. And then so to hear those guys talk about like, yeah, we only have like 10 people in our house. Yeah, because they all just fucking like, again, these are all new cops right here.
So
I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'll make it easy for you. We don't necessarily report to the property.
Cool. Yep. Thanks.
Thanks, guys. Probably from the whites who just made it up here tonight.
Well, I saw the guys from over here from 323 last night. I was like, I've seen you everywhere, man. He's like, hey, we came here with some friends. There's like 10 guys in here, and that's it. He's like, all that stuff outside, we're not associated with that.
Cool. Yep. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
On the hill.
Yeah, that's
quite frequently.
the biggest thing is like say something that was like a noise complaint.
Information. Yeah.
But
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, do you guys report to like property management, and do I have like a number of noise complaints? Like
Right there, he's very concerned with property management. Okay, because I believe that property management talked to these kids and said like, we get a complaint, you guys are getting evicted, you guys are out. Okay. He is so concerned about them contacting property management. And now think about what property management was doing after the whole, murders is they started getting like a lot of people started like going after these property management companies and like looking into them and stuff like that. And, they have all eyes on them. So of course, I think that they were probably saying things like, if we get contacted, like, then, you're getting evicted and stuff like that. But this kid is all about, are you going to contact property management? That's the only thing that he cared about was property management. And I thought that was interesting just because I believe that a lot of these places are all owned by the same person or run by the same management company. And I believe that they probably sent out a shit ton of like letters, and they probably had to have everybody re-sign and do everything like all over again because of people like me.
like a year before I'm like.
so
I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'll make it easy for you. We don't necessarily report to the
Okay.
property management, but if the property management comes and requests a property or a copy of any kind of public
And
records,
you guys post that in the newspaper and everything too, so it doesn't really matter that.
Wait, they post what in the newspaper?
we just say something that it was like a noise
it's public
complaint.
information. Yeah.
But as far as
Just say that it was, dude, I need to get this man a T-shirt that says, I don't even know that answer. Like, all right, going back over here. Anyways, yeah, these are just oh yeah, here we go. Like these guys are so immature. Like, what are we creeper?
Stuff like that.
This is the only house left that's causing any issues now, so.
Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just
Who's causing issues?
take it inside.
Who is causing issues? You guys shouldn't even be here. Who's causing issues?
Or break it up, one of the two.
What the fuck? Who's causing issues?
Have a good night.
Good night. Have a good night. Yeah, we're about to do some like, what a food.
How we doing? Good, pretty good.
Like, does he say, hey, do you live here? Like, who's causing issues? Nobody's causing issues. You would just go up to the places and you would just be like, hey, we need you to keep down the noise. Go to each of the houses and you say, we just need you to keep down the noise. Like, but let's send over 4 or 5 people. Let's send over 4 or 5 cops. You know what? Moscow, go ahead and call in some noise complaints. The whole damn department will go there and then go ransack somebody because that's how they handle stuff. Yeah, the laugh with the flashlight is creepy. Yeah, they are creepy. Stevie says, no really issue here. But if you could turn your voice up and the video down, that would be great. I guess I can do that. I'm just waiting on a new mic to come in so you can hear me shit talk. Yeah, Lana is awfully quiet. Hold on 1 second. There you go. That should be better. You should be able to hear me better now. That was my fault. Who seriously is complaining? It's the woman that took her car for a ride after work or before work and ran over a bicyclist and he died. You know, that's who the person that I know is calling in noise complaints. So. But I have no idea why they even bother going because they don't do anything about it. Nobody writes any reports. You know. Thanks, Boston. Appreciate you. It looks like rush week. Who cares what it is? These guys aren't doing dick, so they're not writing any reports. All I know is I got to see my first Black people in Moscow, so I just want to say thank you. And I don't think anything they're doing here is like this is college. It is right past midnight. If you notice, it's 12:20 it's 8/20/2023 up in the corner. You can always see when I play these body cams. That's where like all the timestamps are. But this is 12:20, a.m. So just after midnight. But thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. What's up, Miss Potts? How you doing? I'm 80% positive these new officers are for the purpose of monitoring specific properties. Just a hunch. Thank you for that. A lot of these people that walk right past them they look like they're like young. Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? Hey, how's it going? Great. What the fuck are you here for? They clearly don't care about underage drinking because they're just leaving a party. You think they were drinking? Oh no, they look fine to me, so I can't just like ask them if they've been drinking. Well, yeah, you can. That's what you did in Banfield. I just, you know, but none of these cops, by the way, guys, none of these names, Patton and fucking what are these names? I've never seen them before. They're new to the bunch. But guys, there was a trespassing on the 1122 King property. And they were pissing on the house. And this is what you hear at different times that I showed. They were talking about, and I'm trying to get my hands on the report. I want to take a look at the report. Let's just say that Moscow is, they know why I want my hands on it. It's because this is like, they trespassed to piss on the house and nobody seems to give a shit. And I think it's like pissing on someone's grave. That's how I look at it. And I think it's shit. I think it's bullshit. And I think that if I was these parents, I'd be pretty pissed about that. I look at the Karen Reed case, and I see people outside the courthouse. I see people outside the courthouse for Karen Reed, and they are like, cheering Karen Reed on. They're super pissed about her being totally framed. Well, where is the kids' outrage that were best friends with these girls and Ethan? Why aren't they outside of that courthouse or outside the jail, like with signs saying, we're not going to stand for this. This is bullshit. We got to look out for one another. They should be outside that courthouse every time that Brian Kohlberger has a hearing, in my opinion. They should be having the backs of their classmates, their really good friends, their sorority sisters, their fraternity brothers. I mean, what are you people doing in Moscow? What are these kids doing? You want to throw parties and stuff? Well, party and tailgate outside the damn courthouse and throw up some signs and start doing something and start having the backs of the people that just got slaughtered. And you guys are pissing on the house? Fuck you. Okay? And I'm sorry, but that doesn't look good for the prosecution of Brian Kohlberger. It's almost like you guys are just a bunch of shitbags, and maybe we should look back at you guys. But I'm sorry, I'm really fired up about that because that's like their grave, in my opinion. That house is like their grave. And trespassing to do it, and then you guys come over here for noise complaints. Don't go find the person that pissed on my kid's grave. Okay? That's what I would be saying. And you supposedly have 24/7 monitoring of this house and cameras and shit. Do something. Do something. Well, no, they don't want to bring attention to it because why? Because it hurts their case against Brian Kohlberger that we got all these shit bags that go into our school. And so I just want to know, I was trying to rally these kids back in April, back and saying, hey, I want to come there for the preliminary hearing, and I wanted to have a tailgate for the truth, and I'll have a grill out there. I want these students to come out and, what did people do back in the 60s and the 70s? You want to talk about protesting, and you want to talk about like this age, nobody gives a shit about anybody but themselves. And that's a problem. That's a huge problem with this country right now, is that you don't only care about it when it happens to you. And then but nobody is holding their friends accountable. Nobody is like, dude, that was our best friend that was just murdered. And we got the guy. Well, why don't you go and make sure that you guys get the guy? Why don't you get out there and tailgate and get Greek Row all colored out and saying that we're not going to put up with this, and we need to look out for one another. And if we see something, say something. But you know what? Greek Row, Y'all fucking, your sorority brothers and sisters and fraternities, y'all were the ones that got murdered. Do something. You know, the athletes weren't murdered. But I'll tell you what, if this happens to an athlete back when I was in Cincinnati, we would have, like, it would have been, we would have been doing stuff down at that courthouse. I'll tell you that. And we would have been, if our teammate was murdered, we ain't doing what y'all are doing. I'll tell you that right now. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. And so when you want to say, sorority sisters are for life, fuck you. No. Fraternity, blah, blah. Y'all are a bunch of pansy-ass pussies, in my opinion. And why that's my opinion is because I don't see you guys doing anything. We got the media down there, News Nation standing outside, CNN standing outside, and there ain't nobody around. There ain't nobody around. You got Haley's parents walking in there. Haley's family's walking in there. That's about it. Why? You know what's also crazy? What if it ain't Brian Kohlberger? Y'all are just totally sitting dead duck style. Like if it isn't Brian Kohlberger, you're standing amongst and partying amongst murderers. That's even fucking scarier. So I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of seeing that there's court hearings and that there's, you know, camera crews there and you got nobody. Y'all want to go on Dateline and blah, blah, blah. Can you imagine if this age of the 18 to 22-year-olds were the ones that were fighting, you know, for women's rights to vote? Bitches, we wouldn't be voting. We wouldn't have our rights, okay? Thank you there, Joanne. Appreciate you. I get so fired up about this because I just can't imagine, like, y'all said these people were popular, that everybody, Kaylee knew everybody, Maddie knew everybody. Where are your boyfriends? Where are your girlfriends? Where are all your friends? We're so popular. Well, where are you guys? I don't know. They'd rather sip their Trulies, and the cops would rather pour out the Trulies and then do nothing about it. So it's all a bunch of bullshit. And these people could care less. These kids could care less. You should probably ask some of those kids, JLR, go on a mission and go over there when they're having a party and ask them to say the names of the 4 victims. I would just love to see if any of these kids could name them. So I don't know. I just get fired up about it because I get it. Everybody grieves differently. Okay. But y'all need to make sure that you guys get Brian Kohlberger right. He's the guy. But everybody around campus is probably like, we've never seen Brian Kohlberger. We don't even know who this person is. And if a camera guy comes up to you or somebody comes up to you, all you have to say is no comment, no comment. Like, but just the sororities and fraternities should be like making t-shirts and, Ethan smile and going out there and tailgating for the truth. Like, y'all want something to drink about. Well, drink to them at least. Just pisses me off. So yeah, no, my kid won't be going to Idaho and over my dead body will my kid be in a fraternity. I won't be paying for it. It's not happening. What's up, New Orleans lady? They're being so stingy on that trespassing report. Were they about to cough that up? I'm calling. I'm calling there tomorrow because they have to respond to my request within so many days. It's against the law. Even if it's going to take a little longer for you to get me my supplies. I want that trespassing video and I want that trespassing report, and you're going to cough it up. I want to go back to simpler days. Yeah. Rex, the universities want to keep this. Yeah. Yeah, they do. That's so true. I said that they had to have somebody in cuffs and arrested before school started last semester. Well, Ann Taylor's got 24 ways out of getting that grand jury indictment tossed. And so you see mainstream media is not saying anything. I mean, they should be like, oh my God, 24, like what could possibly be these 24 things? Well, go ahead and look at the discovery and everything that she was asking for. You could break it down. And I'm actually going to do that with my members only live this month. Is I'm going to break down all the different ways that I believe that where these issues stem from, because my members love my deep dives. Oh no, bingo did not go yet, because I lied when I thought we were in September. So it starts in September, the first Monday in September. Mama J, I was so excited. I thought it was this Monday. So that's my bad there, Mama J. But yeah, the next video and report I'm pumping out is the trespassing video, which is, that's what these guys were talking about. You know, that they're having parties. There was a party just passed on the 26th. Everyone's lighting off fireworks for 4 hours. And somebody called in and said for a noise complaint, because I'm flat out just going to put Cynthia Anderson on blast. Cynthia Anderson, if you call for a noise complaint one more time, I'm going to force the hand to say that I want to know if you are living on Walenta or if you are off in that house that's not behind the parties. Because I don't believe that you are living at the Walenta house. I think you rent it out. So I want you to prove to me that you are living there. But every single time, Cynthia Anderson is the one calling on these damn noise complaints. And Cynthia Anderson, I want to put my complaint in. I want to know what happened and how you can hit a bicyclist and he dies and nothing happens to you. And then all of a sudden you start making noise complaints. So did you cut a deal? Cynthia Anderson is a nurse and she's over at that hospital over in Pullman, I believe. Cynthia Anderson was driving her 4x4 Highlander, whatever the hell she was driving, a Highlander, and she runs over. This guy, and guess what? Somebody had alcohol in their system. Was it Cynthia? Okay, or was it the bicyclist? Either way, I'm trying to get my hands on that, but either way, this guy dies, okay? And before Cynthia hit this man, she wasn't calling in noise complaints. After she hits this man, she hit this man in July of 2022. You guys, this is very, very close to July 2022. Yes, he died. Bicycle dude died, okay? He died. Again, July 2022. Next thing you know, Cynthia starts making hella noise complaint calls. But before that, there wasn't any noise complaint calls. Cynthia was not charged. Cynthia is chilling. Cynthia's man, he is one of the biggest real estate dudes in Moscow making buco bucks, building homes. Okay. I know all about you guys. And here it is, Cynthia kills somebody. Accident. Okay. Well, I heard there was alcohol involved. So I would like to know. It said drugs and alcohol were involved. Now, was it the bicycle dude or was it Cynthia who had it in their system? God, I'm hoping that if it was Cynthia, then she should not be, just picking up the phone and be able to call noise complaints, and she should be probably in jail. But you would think that, oh my God, like I couldn't imagine hitting somebody and them dying, and like I would be like, holy shit, like that would fuck somebody up, right? No, Cynthia's choice of action after that is to just call in noise complaints all the time. Again, this was not happening before. Okay, so all these noise complaints that I've, and all these videos that I have, 90% of them come from the same person, and that's Cynthia. So Cynthia wasn't calling them in though before then. I'll go and take a look again. But this area, King Road, the King, they put it now as like King and Queen area when you want to call it in. You can't find them before August of 2022, which is 1 month after she killed somebody with her car. So you want to talk about me and being able to connect dots? I can do that. So I used to feel Cynthia's pain because I thought that, oh my God, yeah, she probably just wants to go to sleep. Well, then move. You live in a college town. You know what it's like. Then I realized that, damn, she has other homes, her and her man, and maybe she's not even living at the Willenta house. So I don't know. You like that? Something changed her to where now she can't handle the noise. Yeah, she can't handle, or she's informant. You're going to call in these noise complaints so that we can get our happy asses down there, and so that we can start arresting people. We can start giving tickets out. Okay, Cynthia? Classic, my roommate does. I know, wasn't that the best? Like, do you live here? No, my roommate does. What? Lana. Are they freaking out because the FBI went to 23andMe? That is illegal as fuck in Idaho. Dude, they've done so many illegal things. Wait till you hear what I pump out in the Daniel Moore case, and in the Drake case. You guys, this is Tolson Van Leuven. These are the ISP dudes that have done this investigation in Kohlberger's investigation. I now have in my hands exculpatory evidence for Daniel Moore that ISP had. There is a woman, think about this, an eyewitness. They talked to her. They showed her pictures. And she identified the guy that was seen on cameras throughout Bonners Ferry. He linked back to a hotel that he was staying in from Michigan. He was just in town from Michigan. And she's like, oh my God, that's Isaac Thunderbird's girlfriend, fiance, whatever. They were right across the way. Oh my God, yeah, that's him. She picked him out of a lineup. He was on surveillance cameras right there when the shooting of Dr. Drake occurred. Van Leuven and Tolson had this and left it out of a PCA. Never mentioned Isaac Thunderbird's girlfriend, fiance that lived with him, and then totally made up something different than what Isaac Thunderbird said he saw and heard. So you guys, if they did it in that case, okay, they did it in a 2020 case. Same fucking dudes. This is why Ann Taylor is losing her shit, because she's over here looking at like, how could you write up this PCA? Like, you guys are leaving exculpatory evidence. What did you give the grand jury? We have evidence that for Daniel Moore's case, this is inculpatory evidence, which, dude, that it's going to show that this person did it. Like, this is wild. This is some wild ass shit. But it all matters because the investigators on Brian Kohberger / the Idaho4 case, you could take an investigation and go this way with it or this way with it. If you just want to ignore some stuff, then yeah, we could just go this way. We're going to ignore this and we're not going to. And that's what Ann Taylor said. She said that, first of all, you're putting in inadmissible evidence, but you have exculpatory evidence that you did not give the grand jury. And then your instructions with the grand jury, she's raising 24 issues. 24. We're not talking about 1, 5, 10, 15, 20 fucking 4. How would you appreciate, like, hey, if Brian Kohberger is so guilty and he's just this fucking psycho, okay, then it should all be there. Okay? It should all just be there. You shouldn't have to frame anybody. You shouldn't have to hide evidence. You shouldn't have to do anything like that. I'm sorry, but nobody can clean up a car and get rid of all of that stuff. I don't care if you take it through the car wash, okay? Go talk to experts. I talked to, Scott Roeder said, wait, what do you mean there's nothing in the car? There's nothing in the car. There's no blood. There's no DNA of any of those victims. He said, you got to be shitting me. He said, that's what everybody kept telling us. That's what Jennifer Coffendorfer keeps telling everybody. And then guess what? It wasn't there. So you're telling somebody that's like an expert that, so that's what he's expecting. Then I tell him, what ain't there, Scotty? And he's like, well, then they have a huge fucking problem on their hands, because that's the crime scene in itself. That's like your rolling crime scene. That's your extended crime scene. And you got nothing in there. I mean, I don't know what mainstream media is looking at, okay, besides their asses, but stuff is hitting you in the face. Like, how do you never, what's wrong with asking questions? You're not a conspiracy theorist if you ask questions. My parents taught me to ask questions when you don't understand something. When something doesn't make sense, you ask questions. So make it make sense. All you're doing is asking questions. And you're labeled a conspiracy theorist? Haha, no, you're just a pussy. You're just a yes man and a yes woman, and I don't fucking like those type of people. Okay? You can ask questions. Asking questions is not making you a conspiracy theorist. If 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2, you'd ask your professor or your teacher and say, I think you kind of messed up over there. Like, this is what I got. You know what I mean? Why do you think we have to show our work? Why do you think that we're asking for the IGG? Show your work. But show it to me. Show me Brian Kohberger getting out of a vehicle and walking in that home. And I'm going to say, yeah, you have a pretty strong case if he's walking in that home at 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay. And then he's running out of there, or if he's walking in at 4 and he's running. You show me that type of stuff. Holy shit. Yeah. That looks really bad. You show me his car and you show me him, but then you show me that you could have gotten to the car, but you didn't. Be like, why didn't you? Why'd you wait all that time? When you probably could have got a search warrant for just like his car, not to just arrest him, but you probably could have gotten that before. But can you imagine? Okay. Yep. Then we get our hands on this car and there's not a speck of anything. And then we go in his apartment, there's not anything there. And then we go through his socials and we go through this and we go through that. And there's nothing tying this man to any of the victims. And you're going to sit here and be like, yeah, he's still the dude. Then I think you're a fucking idiot. You're going to say all that. You're going to say, I got some questions and we have some problems because how am I going to sell this to the jury? That's the other thing that the prosecutor's supposed to do. You get handed a case because you think that you can win the case. So Bill Thompson's over here, backseat Bill, like flailing himself, like, and Oh, I didn't realize we were going to talk about this today. Dude, you're just never prepared. Can you imagine having sex with that man? He's just, dude, give him Viagra every day because you just never know what's going to happen, Bill. But you're just never prepared, Bill. That's just what I see is like you're not prepared. Oh, I didn't realize we were going to talk about this today. What the fuck do you think we're here for, Bill? I mean, and then if Judge is going to like bend over, then, then he needs to go be roommates with 1127 people because y'all can just, nothing can add up together. But it's, Bill's all pissed off. And it's like, Bill, you're the one that decided to take this case on and bring this, like, yeah, he's my guy. Yeah, he's my guy. No, you're responsible. This is your party. Okay, you're the responsible person. Because you know what someone said to me? And I thought it was perfect. They said, oh, man, I had no idea this was going on. You know what? It's your job to know this is going on. When a 13-year-old is bullying, your kid's bullying somebody, I had no idea this was going on. What's your job to know that it's going on? Pay attention. That's your kid. Pay attention to what they're doing. And you would have known that they're bullying people. Oh my God, I have no idea this was going on. Fuck you. Pay attention. It's your job to pay attention. So it's your job, Bill. And that's why you're backseat right now. Because somebody has to come in and try to clean up this bullshit. And Ann Taylor's being so cool as a cucumber. You see that woman? She's not getting loud and rowdy. She's just like, oh, that's not what I heard. She's just cool, calm, collected, and either she's got poise and she's confident because she knows something, okay? And she has some plays, or she's just a performer. She's just play poker against that woman then. But I just, this is not about, do I think Brian Kober is guilty? Do I think Brian Kober is innocent? That's put Marsha Brady as Kober right now. This is just about policies. This is about procedure. This is about, you guys, this could happen to any one of us. And don't you just want something done the right way? Like, because I think the Gonzalez's want it done the right way. It's their daughter. Right? They want the right person. They got to be looking at all this shit saying, like, what the hell is going on here? And then all they're going to come back and say is, well, God, if Moscow didn't fuck it all up, we would get our person. That's what they're saying in Bonners Ferry right now. Well, if Bonners Ferry and Idaho State Police didn't fuck it all up, and if they just would have read Daniel Moore his rights and this Miranda bullshit, he admitted to killing Brian Drake, but that he got off on a technicality. That's what's coming. And that's some shit because it's not true. So if Brian Kober gets off, that's what I'm going to say is getting off. I hate that word. You get off in the bedroom, guys, and that's the only time you get off. But nobody's getting off here. All right. If Brian didn't do it and Ann Taylor has the evidence to show that he didn't, and the state has it, but they're hiding it, the hell's wrong with us, right? But this is, Moscow fucked it up. Otherwise, he's gonna be labeled as he really did it. Like, we had the guy, but then all this stuff got screwed up and he got let go on a technicality. I wouldn't want to live like that. I wouldn't want that. Like, I would want to be vindicated. Okay, and maybe that's why he said he wanted to be exonerated. Okay, but clearly nothing's changed in Moscow. Those kids. And I don't want to hear this crap like, oh, those are all freshmen. Get the hell out of here. Freshmen live on campus, okay? You got to, work your way to get off living off campus, especially if you're in the sororities and fraternities. Those kids aren't freshmen, okay? These kids are upperclassmen, and in Greek Row, I'm sorry, but everybody knows, they should know who those 4 victims were, and they should be there and they should be rallying for those 4 victims and not letting people piss on the house. And if somebody sees something like that, they should be turn them in, you know? That's just disgusting. So, but somebody will donate a bunch of money for a lot of things to go away, and that's just how they do things. Well, y'all can just roll in your money then in Moscow and let the families that have been going there forever and ever and ever keep circling in their cesspool. But if they ain't going to care, why should we care? You know, Karen Reed, I see people rallying around Karen Reed. And it's like, that's awesome to see. I just wish I would see that in Moscow. And I'll be the person, if you guys want somebody to be there on a megaphone, okay, I'll go there. All right, but I truly think that it should start from the kids. I think that it should start from these sororities and these fraternities and their parents. You guys need to, you know, show up like you show up to go to a Vandal football game. Tailgate for these kids. Get the truth. Boston, slow chat, please. Girl's already slow. But I'm going to round this up. I love all of you guys in here. It's all about you. I think bombshells are coming from the defense. I don't think it's over with their bombshells. I cannot believe that the FBI and Bill Thompson saying, yeah, I sent him there. I sent him there. Well, way to admit that. Right there on record, Bill. You are woohoo. But much love to all of you guys. Much love, love. Yep. Don't forget, yeah, thumbs it up, thumbs it down. You guys have an opinion, make it known. But if you guys aren't going to bed and you guys want to hear the reading of Jennifer Drake with the police, Tolson, me and Bella are kicking that off here just in like 30 minutes. It's a 2-parter, but so if you guys want to hear how Tolson and Van Leuven conduct their interviews and hear what Jennifer Drake says and then how possibly they move their investigation in a completely different direction, is just beyond me. So all I can keep thinking of is like, holy shit, they're interviewing Bethany or they're interviewing Dylan and they're hearing these things and they're just like, okay, yep, let's go this way. You know, so that live's going to kick up, you know, right after this. I'm going to get some water in me. And it's a 2-parter, but you guys, this shit's just wild. It's in front of our faces. If it looks like shit, smells like shit, it is shit. Yeah. So join us. You guys need to hear this. This is wild ass shit. Love you guys. Much love. Until next time, hopefully soon. We'll see you then. Again, thank you for all the new members. Tara or Tara. Miss Potts, been a member for 6 months. It's been 6 months. Happy 6 months anniversary there. Rock, Chalk. Lana always finds all the goods. You know it. There's probably a porta potty. Or just going to a home, man. Thank you, Joanne. Joanne, justice for the victims. Yeah. Joanne believes that BK is being framed. It's looking that way. It is. What do we have here? Low Ape, welcome. BB13, is that it? Welcome. Home team fam. I agree, Lana. Show some respect. U of I people, not one image or video of the bodies being brought out of the house. Nope, not one. But after seeing what they did with Dr. Drake's body, they let it sit there for over 20 hours. So I'm starting to lean towards that those kids were in that home for over 24 hours. My thought. I told Turkey I had to leave because of bingo. We'll come back next Monday. All right, guys. Love my home team. YB Sonozi. You guys rock again. Take care until next time, which will be not too long. So, yeah, you guys got me for a triple banger today. All right, take care. Bye.